show. I go by the name of Ferrari Simmons.
I go by the name, BT.
Isaac Hayes. Tiffany Foxx in the building.
Hey! What was...
Double trouble.
Oh,
okay.
whoa.
No, I just did.
Yeah, but that's
just feminine energy. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Hey now.
Wobble,
Isaac,
wobble.
welcome back to the show.
What's up,
sir?
guys? How you guys doing?
What's up, fan base?
What's up, man?
How are you been, man? How are you been?
We got to come over there to the new spot.
New office.
I stood you up. I apologize. I had a long day that one day.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
New office is sexy.
Is it?
We right over there in West Midtown, hanging out. So yeah, it's lovely. We got a little bit more money.
Okay.
I can tell y'all got a lot bit more money because y'all out here suing people.
We're going to get into that. Stop. Tiffany Foxx, how you doing today?
I am good. How are you?
Starting out hot.
Now, are you back in Atlanta?
Yes, I am.
I know you was on the radio in St. Louis.
In St. Louis,
Getting
I
delivered.
was. No.
Whoa.
Oh, really,
Whoa.
BC?
What?
Really?
We're going to get into that.
She got saved.
Somebody she used to work with got
there.
saved.
Her co-host got saved.
We're going to talk of that.
Oh,
We're going to
okay.
talk about that in a minute.
Wow.
Now, how is Fanbase doing?
Fanbase is awesome. We are over 850,000 users.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats,
We can
let's
snaps for
get
that.
some
We
snaps
can
for that.
You know what I'm saying? Snaps for that. Okay.
We just launched a brand new feature called Watch Party in audio rooms, which you guys have to check out, which is basically you can pin a YouTube video inside of an audio chat room and watch it with your friends. So it's very, very funny. It's really cool, but and we're raising more money as always because we're a Black founded startup and we don't get no money. So I'm raising $17 million. I've raised about $2.8 million of that 17 in this latest round, and so we're continuing to scale the company.
I know it's very hard to just raise money personally for you.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad,
Mm-hmm.
Isaac Hayes, long live the legend.
Yes, sir.
And how difficult is for you, because now you're doing it out of Atlanta as well too.
Mm-hmm.
When a lot of people who are doing tech companies, they do it on the West Coast, where everyone is at, starting
San
tech
Francisco,
companies. Right? How difficult? Could you please educate a lot of people who are watching how difficult it is to just, number one, start a tech company, and then how even more hard it is for people to do it in the comfort of their home, their own residence on the East Coast?
Well, I actually think I have an advantage.
Okay.
The tech part is tech, so you can code anywhere on Earth. Okay. I think what gives us the advantage is that all the other platforms, well, Fanbase moves at the speed of the culture that we create. Okay. Other platforms move at the speed in which they copy us. So Atlanta
is this why you're in Atlanta?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, social media is powered by black people and little kids. That's it. Young people and black culture is what powers social media. And so to the point that everything that we do, a lot of what we do, not everything, but a lot of what we do gets copied by other platforms, and I don't get mad. It just lets me know, oh, you guys got money. So then the money is the only thing that separates us because we have the culture first, the functionality, the culture, the energy. So I'm not worried about that at all.
Now, what made you want to start your own company, especially getting into such a competitive space, where you're going against Facebook, Instagram, X now, known as Twitter?
Because black people make everything cool, but we don't own it.
That's right.
So if you go down a list of inventions all throughout history, did you know ice cream and the ice cream scoop was invented by a black man?
Didn't know that.
But we're not Breyers, we're not Edie's, we're not Ben and Jerry's. Did you know that a black woman invented the security system? Did you know that?
Did not.
We're not ADT, we're not Brinks, we're not Ring. And so, we don't, any of these infrastructures that are these huge entertainment companies, the NBA, the NFL, TV and film, the music business, and social media, none of those are owned by black people. None of the infrastructures are. The players power the leagues.
Right. Yeah.
The artists power the music industry and all these things like that. So social media is powered by black culture. So I said, I'm not going to try to make money on social media. I want to build social media so we all can make money. So that's why I wanted to start. And this kid from Memphis went viral for dancing in the Spider-Man costume, and he didn't know how to make money. I was like, we need an app where people can subscribe to people like Netflix.
So let me ask you this. Why do you feel like black people don't own any of the culture that I feel like we influence and help create?
Well, for the first 200 years, we were killed, and it was stolen from us. So, or, IPs, patents, all that stuff. I think for the second, the last 100 years, we've been taught to try to infiltrate systems of white supremacy to reach the top. So only thing you know is, I gotta fight my way through Hollywood. Or I gotta fight my way through the NBA, the NFL. And so growing up in a city like Atlanta, when you see black leadership in entertainment and excellence. So I've seen L.A. Reid build a face. I've seen QC. I've seen Tyler Perry. I've seen Mayer. So it's like, I can just do this off right here and be successful. So I just have a different mindset by the examples that, were done before me, the people that were successful before I was.
I can appreciate that because when I was working at Warner Records, shout out to Warner Records, I helped add Fanbase to the list of things that people had to do when they come to Atlanta because, you think about it, you got to go to iHeart, you got to go to this station, you got to go to that station. Mm-hmm. We have now added Fanbase as a visit culturally when you come to Atlanta. If you're an artist, actress, or whatever, influencer of any stature, you have to go stop by Fanbase because it's important.
Yeah,
it's here.
And it's in Atlanta. I got told that by a VC here not too long ago. It's like, why are you building a tech company in Atlanta? But I'm like, because I can build anything Mark Zuckerberg can build, but they can't build black people.
You got it.
Damn.
Yeah.
They can't. I'm telling you, I see it all the time. I'm extremely confident in the ability to build something that can be better than anything that they can build because I know what powers their social media platforms. I would say that to Elon. I would say that to Mark. I would say that to Kevin Systrom. I would say that to what's the CEO of Instagram, Adam Mosseri. I would calmly say that none of your platforms work without black people with a straight face. Like they don't.
I think they know that though.
You think so? You think so?
I do.
They know it, but they don't. They
don't want to include us.
They don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny Burns was on the show, and we had a really good, interesting conversation that went really viral. Where we talked about, I guess the character that Elon Musk has become. I feel like first he was kind of like, Iron Man, like he was cool, and then I feel like he kind of picked a side and kind of showed that like who he really is. And I said, me and Kenny Burns was talking about, I was like, you ever notice every time black people, we become successful, we start making money, we give our money to other people that are suppressing our own kind? Like, prime example, if somebody came out, Ferrari said, I'm going to come out, with this clothing line, people are going to be like, oh, okay, cool. But then somebody can say, I'm coming out with a clothing line and I'm not going to donate and help any of y'all black people. And everybody is going to give this person all the money as soon as they come up with the money, because we was talking about Tesla. And I said, it's like a fashion statement for people to post how cool their Tesla is.
Cybertrucks.
Yeah.
The Cybertrucks. And I said, you never see people post anything that we consider black owned that's cool, because it's almost like our own people see is anything black owned not cool.
Not good enough.
True.
Not good enough.
Well, so the gift and the curse of being black is that we are at the apex of innovation. So so we kind of take stuff, make it cool, and then hand it off. So meaning like 2 years from now, a Cybertruck's gonna be lame.
Right.
Because it'll be something else. We'll be like, man, that's weak. Like we on
that's
something
old.
else.
Yeah, we on something else.
But people pick those things up and turn them into businesses. They pick up rock and roll. They pick up hip hop. They pick up all these things, or we don't recognize the power that we have in business. And so I'm an infrastructure person. If you're not building infrastructure, you're just wasting your time. I don't care what business you're in. I don't care if it's the media business, the entertainment, sports, gaming, whatever it is. You have to start building infrastructure because that's where the money is. Right. Facebook's a $1.3 trillion company. It's powered by a bunch of black people though. Bunch of skits, dances, songs, music, all that music.
Think about Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter, I tell people all the time, Black Twitter runs Twitter.
Yeah.
Those are the people that's on there all day having topics, discussions, conversations about things that we like or dislike.
Well, I think at this point we do have to make, becoming CEOs and businesses, we have to put that like in the schools and talk about it in our communities and stuff like that. Because we wasn't talking about it in my household.
That's a fact.
We wasn't talking about finances and credit, and we're good to be the talent, but like you said, becoming the CEO, we don't talk about that. We want to be in front of the camera, but not behind it. We don't understand the importance of that. So I'm glad that you're doing that.
We're cash sensitive. We're cash enamored, meaning I could offer equity to somebody, and they'd be like, nah, but they can say, give me $500,000, $100,000. They take it and understand that the equity would be worth X amount of dollars. I saw Magic Johnson talk about he would have about $5 billion worth of stock.
Because of the Lakers, right? Was it the Lakers?
No, I mean Nike tried to give Nike tried to sign him.
Shannon Sharp just had a topic where he was talking about his financial
Google.
Advisor told him,
not to invest in
Google is too high right now, don't invest in. And then he's like, look at it now. That stock would have been worth $3 billion.
Wow.
I ain't waiting. I put $10K into Nvidia. Go ahead, run it up. Them chips for AI, I invested in that. But But the point is that no, what I'm saying, the point is that the social media is the infrastructure that we can control and power. What makes social media popular? The user.
The user.
Right.
So on the back end, who owns it? Like then if you own it and then use it, you add value to it.
Correct.
And so we have about 16 or 17,000 investors from all areas, from people that put $245 in there to people that put $100,000 in there. Mm-hmm. And so collectively, we elevate
Ferrari
the
Simmons
value.
being one of them. Go ahead.
Ferrari Simmons, shout out. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I actually just did an Investathon, had a bunch of people come on and talk about that. But the power of like us being able to elevate a tech startup to $1 billion company, then a $10 billion, then a $100 billion company, that's generational wealth. That's where the money's made.
Right,
the money is generational wealth is in that. I don't, chasing retail stocks, and I get it, it's cool, but the real money's in seed investing in companies before they go public or before they get acquired.
Right.
You want to be on that cap table.
Mm-hmm. All right. Speaking of cap table, what the hell you got going on with Mr. Donald Trump, sir?
Oh, well, that's not cap at all. That's just that's just capital. No, so
Wasn't his
he was coming out with
he was using your dad's music?
Yeah.
Or was his
to do what?
For his campaign?
For his campaign.
Oh.
They were using your dad's theme music for something?
Why y'all assume though?
No,
okay.
wait. What were they doing first? My bad, BT.
They were using a song that my father wrote as the exit song for Donald Trump at every rally he did. So every time the rally was over, they were playing this song as he walked off stage. So I wasn't aware initially of the amount of times, but the first time I took issue was that he used it at the NRA convention right after the Uvalde mass shooting. And I was like, my dad wouldn't want him at the NRA convention playing his song after these kids just got murdered, literally like right down, the street basically in Texas. And so I posted a tweet about it, and then I didn't really think about it, except every time I would hear the song, I would tweet about it. And so then the last time he did it was in Atlanta. And I was like, yo, and then shout out to James Walker, Attorney James Walker. He's like, I can make him stop if you want to. So me and James, because we've asked, we sent a cease and desist. You do the legal.
I saw you posting
all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So cool. So then James said, all right, cool. We're gonna give him. Well, first we discovered that he actually used the song about 133 times.
Wow.
And so for politicians, when they play music at political rallies, you have to get something called a political use license from BMI and ASCAP, so the PROs. All right. If you get notified by a writer or an artist that they don't want you using your music, you're no longer allowed to use it. Donald Trump was notified that he was no longer able to use that song and then continue to use it. So he used it before he got a license, and he used it after he got a license to the tune of like 51, I think, plus times. And when that's willful copyright infringement, that's $150,000 per infringement.
Oh, wow.
Every time he does it. And so we got a temporary injunction filed against him, which is really very rare. Shout out to the Judge Thrash, who did that, which means it barred Donald Trump from playing our music, playing my father's music anymore until we solve this matter. And now we're in the trial phase of whatever this situation is going to be. So
do you think that if Donald Trump doesn't win the presidential election, do you think, well, I would guess this question for both of y'all, do y'all think that he's actually going to see any jail time for the crimes that he was convicted for?
I don't. Because why are you even still able to run? That's what I don't understand. Like, he's getting away with so much that you and I couldn't get away with, and he got so much money and so much power. Yeah, I could see him walking away from this.
I think he's running to stay out of jail.
Yeah,
That's what
I think that if he does, because then he would have immunity as the president. But if he doesn't, then these cases can be brought back, and then he can see time for it. But we be fumbling the bag on. We're fumbling the opportunity on him though so many times. I'm just like in Atlanta, we fumbled that one. So, we gotta stay on top of it. But yeah, I think he'll definitely probably see some time.
I'm so used to people like him getting away with stuff all the time that'll be interesting to see. I don't think it's gonna happen.
All right.
I don't. It might be a new day. I don't know.
Speaking of not happening, Ms. Fox, you are no longer on the morning show in St. Louis.
No.
You were a radio host.
Yes.
With my boy Shorty the Prince.
Yes, shout out to
and
Shorty.
this other guy, what
team.
was his name? Mr. Delivert? What's his name? Adam, is it something Caldwell?
Oh, Andrew Caldwell.
Andrew Caldwell.
Oh, I'm Delivert. Oh, he was on that show?
Yep.
Oh,
Wait,
So it was Tiffany Foxx. Andrew Caldwell.
Her lips are
and Shorty
pursed.
the
Why
Prince.
is she so quiet?
Wait, so how was your experience on doing a morning show? I know that's a lot of work.
I loved it. Yeah, it was, but I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was a big contest in St. Louis. For people who don't know,
I'm from St. Louis.
Yes, I'm from St. Louis.
Oh,
Shout
wow.
out to the Lou.
Shout out to
Sexy
the
Red,
Lou.
Yes, Sexy Red, yes. So, they did a whole contest for the new girl for the morning show. It was called the Home Team because it was a previous girl with Shorty and the other guy. And then Mrs. Delivert. And then after that, I did a contest. I won. Came, shut it down. The ratings was, whatever. And then when I came, it went to number 2. So in the market, yeah. So, we were doing our thing. We was all having fun. We were like a really cool, team. And then out of nowhere, me and Mrs. Deliver had an argument about a photo shoot. We had an argument about a photo shoot. And the next day, it was like, we need, an emergency meeting. And it was like, it went crazy. It was like, you just went in there and did what? You lied and said, what happened?
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Was some of this happening live on the radio?
Which part?
The arguing. Did you guys argue live?
So what happened was, again, me and Mrs. Deliver, we were like,
Why you keep calling him Mrs. Delivered? That man said he's delivered.
Because
you gotta call him Mr.
I'm gonna keep it right there. So so I'm thinking we're friends and we're on FaceTime, like making beans and all kind of stuff. And then the next day, I'm tired of talking about this photo shoot. Are you doing it or what? Because I'm just involved. I done bought our outfits. I got the whole plan together.
What was not liked about the photo shoot?
The whole photo shoot, it was like, I understand content is important.
Right.
So I was coming up with different things for us to go viral or, just to show us interacting or whatever, from cooking or the photo shoots or whatever, just being creative. And every time I would try to come up with something, this person just was trying to, I can't do it this day. I can't, da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, and I got tired of that. So eventually I was like, listen, you don't want to do it, fine, but you're not the Beyonce of this situation. We're not about to do that. And the next day, I'm thinking we're coming in to talk about, okay, why did y'all have an argument? No, he had went in and just told bold-faced lies. And it honestly broke my heart. It hurt my feelings because it was like, I thought we were cool. Like, we could have talked about this. Like, why did you take it that far? And once they realized that he flat out was lying, they wanted me and Shorty to continue to try to work with this individual, and we were just like, no. And eventually they talked to us, and we was like, we'll try one more time. And we got it, because they had suspended him for a second. And then when we came back in the studio on air, it just went bad.
Wait, what happened on air?
I think that's
Oh, man.
I think I heard.
Wait, live on the radio?
It was shade.
What happened?
Going on.
That's spicy.
It was basically like, it's this segment that was, designed for this in particular, for him, whatever.
Thank you for calling him now, because he said he's delivered.
And sometimes, you know what I mean? It just depends on what day it is. So, when that happened, it was like, it's a part where Shorty's supposed to come in and set it up for that person, and Shorty had tapped out. And I'm trying to get in there, and I'm like, okay, guys, and this and this. Oh, no, don't you say anything to me. I'm waiting on my producer. I was like, well, I'm just trying to, okay, well, go ahead. I'm still trying to be professional.
And you guys are on the radio?
We're on the radio.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to be, I was, okay, well, and our PD is right there. And so, I'm like, just, go ahead. Oh, I'll go when my producer tells me. And Shorty was like, man, go ahead, dog.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
It was like, yeah, we just was over it. You know what I mean? And so after that, it was like, yeah, because you got to have chemistry.
Right, of course.
There's got to be some form of trust between the co-hosts and everything.
Y'all have to like each other.
We
You
have
come
to
to
like
work every
each
day.
other. We have to. You know what I mean? So it was just like, I think they were scared to just let this individual go. Because it was previous things that was going on before I even had got there or whatever. So it was just like, they had been talking about bankruptcy and stuff like that with the show or whatnot, but I'm not buying it. So
They pulled the radio trick and said, we don't have any money, we can't pay you.
Yes, the bankruptcy. The show went really.
Yeah, Isaac, that's the radio trick that a lot of people don't understand when
like, okay,
when stuff is going on for them letting people go, they be like, oh, we're not making any money.
Yes.
Right,
they ran into that
the radio talk.
I know it all too well.
It's like, what? We were just in here celebrating last week about XYZ and how good the show is going on and this and that. And because this person probably didn't take their medicine that day, had a big, bright idea to just come in there and just try to cause problems, it backfired on this individual.
So could y'all ever be in the same room and fix whatever happened?
They tried that.
No.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Okay.
So is that person still on the radio?
Not at all.
So what he doing now?
Is Shorty still on the
my
radio?
understanding, I think he's selling plates or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. That's the last thing I heard.
Selling
I
plates?
don't know.
What kind of plates?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What you mean? What kind of
That's
plates?
cold.
You know, it could be dessert.
I
It
don't
could
know.
Lemon pound cake.
Listen, I don't know.
I'm not dealing with y'all today,
It
man.
is now time for Baller Mail. Oh my God.
This is
You
people
guys-
asking for advice from us.
Okay.
So we need y'all to
Okay.
chime in too.
Okay.
Okay. Dear Baller Alert, I am in an out of state co-parenting situation. My son lives in Atlanta with his mom. He has an obsession with his iPad. He is with me for fall break, and every time I took it from him, he has a damn temper tantrum. He is 12. I call his mom, and she sees nothing wrong with him being on his tablet all day. What do y'all think, BT?
Well, I don't have kids, so I'm going to pass it down to you guys.
I don't have kids. I'm going to pass it down to you.
Damn.
I don't have kids. So
Well,
it's
back to
Ferrari.
Well, I'm going to go first, and then hopefully you guys can kind of chime back in. So what you should do, friend, big dog, you should just have boundaries, have some times where it times out. So 2 hours here, stop. Maybe I'll go outside. He's a 12-year-old boy. Go outside, play some basketball. He's on fall break.
I agree.
Or go somewhere, get some food. No tablets or something like that. Come back. All right, you can get back on the tablet for a little bit. After that, let's play some video games or something. All right. After that, let's make sure we showered. I don't know. Let's go do something. Just make him as active as possible, but control the tablet time.
Yeah.
And just break it up.
Why?
Not all day though. All day.
Well,
That's crazy.
when I
That's
was
a whole bunch of this right here.
I wanted to go outside.
But when I was a kid, I used to be one of those
Ride
kids that would play
bikes.
video
Yes.
games all day. I would sit in the house and play video games
That was
all
the
day.
problem. Playing video games. Now they don't even want to play video games. They want to be on
They
the
don't want to
tablet.
go
They want to be on the
outside.
iPad.
They don't want to be on
Because
video
at least
games.
when I was a kid, I would go play the video game, and then I go outside and play basketball, and then I go back in the house and play the video game.
Be active.
Yeah.
Get involved.
Or
be
go
sociable.
somewhere. Go to the movie.
Yeah.
them
man.
What
tablets-
about do we have, well, I was going
Hey,
to say,
don't
do we have a
Nobody run through
girlfriend?
creeks no more and throw sticks in the woods.
Don't
No,
you have a girl
no.
you
Bro,
play
like?
some
or,
basketball.
Stick rocks across
Listen,
water.
these tablets, I don't know if y'all pay attention, but every time I'm out, I always see people and they kids.
And they can be just like this
they
right
be
here.
on them tablets
Like
like
this.
this.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Like this.
They
Like
do.
it's like a simulation.
Seriously.
I mean, that's where we are with
And it
It's
be
technology.
kind
just
of
like this.
scary, though.
They be like, shut up. Here the tablet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just say, just try to break it up. Try to get creative, man.
Yeah.
I feel like you complaining, but we're not actually doing any parenting. So I feel like, just on some parent vibes, try to get creative with how you share his time with the tablet.
There you go.
Break
All
it up.
right. I like
That's
it.
so nice.
Okay.
I like
Great advice from a father.
Time for love versus money.
It is now time for love versus
Versus
money.
money.
I like that.
We're gonna name a couple, and you guys have to tell us if they're together for the love or for the money.
We're in the hot seat.
Yep.
Yeah.
We gonna participate with you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Meagan Good and Jonathan Majors.
Damn.
I think that's love.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's love because I mean his pockets got hit.
Love for who and money for who?
Well, the last I heard, wasn't she paying for everything?
Damn.
Well, I mean, it's love then.
That ain't love. That's
For
all
her,
paying?
she love him. He
love
might
her
love
too.
her now, but
He
did
was
she
up.
have to buy that?
He was up when they was talking. First of all,
Man,
I'm
bye.
no,
I'm not doing
Johnny-
none of that.
Was he up when they were talking?
Yes. He
Hey.
was up.
Hey, all
He
I
was
got-
on trial.
Hey,
How
No. He was
convenient.
up. I think
It's always a
Right.
sister
Hey,
that's
where
coming
my camera?
in
Where my
saving
camera?
stuff. Okay.
I think that's who he was texting when he got in trouble. I think that's who he was texting.
You may have a point.
Right. I think he was already,
Hayes the third.
already
I don't
going
know.
up.
How do we know that? We don't know that.
Look, well, Jonathan
We're
Majors is
assuming
my
that.
favorite actor. And sidebar, I said this on another media platform. And think about it for a second. When there's an Isaac Hayes biopic done, I want Jonathan Majors to play my father.
Okay.
That's
what's
I
up.
want Jonathan Majors to play. I already know he got the tone, the timber. He built, throw.
Look, so I'm a Marvel fan, DC Comics fan. I'm still upset that they removed him
too.
from
Yeah.
Kane. It was
Nah.
Kane.
But
Yeah, I
you
didn't
ain't
like
saying
that.
it was for the love or for the money.
Oh, that is for the love of money.
That part.
Y'all.
I'm
That
gonna say this.
That
It
part.
started off
I
as
think this is love.
You do?
Anytime a man cries and says,
Cap.
"Through the fire,"
no.
that's love.
He's an actor. He is an
That
actor.
part!
He is
So-
acting.
Thank you.
So listen,
Thank you.
this is a big debate that I always have with
That is
people.
an act.
I don't understand
believe
why
that.
people think actors
Did you
are
see him
always
in that
character.
Ant-Man movie? That man can act.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You
That
know
was
how
an
to
act.
cry just
Why
like
do you
that. I'm
think
not
actors are
believing
always
it.
in character?
That man
I'm
cried
not
on the
believing
spot.
it.
Just like
He
that.
did.
They're real people too. They got feelings.
So
That's
Okay.
just a job.
I think that Meagan has proved herself. It
Yes.
started off as, you know what? I need
I'm
me
gonna see
somebody right
exactly.
now.
Exactly.
She's perfect. Come here.
Nah.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's how I feel.
actually like you.
That's
this
how
is
I feel.
perfect.
I think
And
that was
that was
already.
love.
I think she's the alleged person that he was texting when old girl saw his phone
Okay.
and snatched it.
That does seem like it was very perfect timing, because it seemed like after that situation you just saw them together and you was like,
Well,
wait.
she showed up to court.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's why I said, hey,
Yo,
I
that's
didn't say nothing about her.
All of
She
that.
loved him.
Hey, Isaac, that's
She
what it
do.
was.
That's for the love.
Megan loves him
He
for
loved
sure.
her too.
Now he does.
Y'all cold.
Nah, I
Man, we
think
got to celebrate black love.
We celebrating it.
Man,
now.
did you not see his speech?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
an actor. He's a great actor.
Rory, that's a job.
Guys, did we not see? I
That
don't
is
know
a
if there's any
job.
Scandal fans. Did we not see President Fitz on the Democratic convention?
Yeah.
He did a good job, didn't he? Sound like he was on stage. Sound like he was in the on Netflix. I was like, damn, I heard this before on camera. He did it in real life.
Dang, y'all hard on black love. Who else we got? Who else next?
President Fitz, boy, damn. He sounded just like I was looking for Olivia Pope to come up with that motherfucker.
That was it.
Which
Mr.
she
Hayes.
did come out.
That was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought we
Yeah.
had
Oh,
more.
that was it?
Yeah, we just do one. We just do
Okay.
one.
What, you want some more?
Yep.
I thought we had more people.
Any shout outs, any parting words?
Go invest in Fanbase. I just did an investor-thon with Will.i.am, Charlamagne the Guy, Ebro, Candy.
Hey, you ain't gonna say that too fast. Say that one more time.
Yeah,
Will.i.am.
yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Will.i.am. I did
Will.i.am is in 2035, by the way.
Will.i.am was on the investor-thon. Charlamagne, Ebro, Earn Your Leisure, Candy,
Salute.
Roland Martin. We all are talking about. They're all investors in Fanbase, and we were telling people to go invest in Fanbase. The minimum to invest in Fanbase is $399.
I'm glad you said that, because
cool.
I was just about to ask that.
They
How
get you
much?
60 shares of stock in Fanbase.
For sure.
For $665 a share, and you'll own part of a tech platform that's scaling. We next. I told you I was on my. It's finna be next.
How
No,
much
no.
you say?
Look at
$399.
$399.
$399.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some more. I got
Minimum of $399.
And that gets
$665 a
you
share.
what?
60 shares
60 shares.
of Fanbase
All right,
stock.
now, hey, look, tap in while the tapping
Go to
is good.
startengine.com/fanbase to invest. We are about $2.8 million into a $17 million raise.
Salute.
And I've raised $10 million before. First black man raised $10 million in equity crowdfunding.
Come on.
We're gonna keep going.
Come on, talk
Let's
that
go.
talk now.
I told you, but we gotta own this. We gotta own this tech, man.
That's right.
We gotta take it over.
Now, how much is Fanbase worth right now?
$160 million?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. $160 million valuation. But these platforms can get to be, $100 billion companies. I want Fanbase to be $100 billion.
And it
company.
will.
Sure.
It will.
It will. We got you.
sure.
We got
Yeah.
you back.
Miss Fox?
Miss Fox, Miss Tiffany Fox.
What's going on? Okay.
What
So,
you got going?
catch me tonight on Wednesdays, Celebrity Crime Files, 10 p.m. Eastern. So,
Okay.
I'm talking about actually the Tory Lanez case
Oh, shit.
tonight with Meagan. And, Kelsey is like modeling Nicki Minaj's shoes. So, it's just, a whole thing with that. And I'm also working on my new project that's coming
So you
out.
doing music?
Yes, I'm still doing music. And I'm also working on my own podcast. So, stay tuned for that.
What's the name of your podcast?
I'm
gonna
not
be?
telling you.
Okay, but it's coming soon.
It is.
So y'all stay
She's
tuned.
making a Fanbase page as soon as we wrap.
As soon
get her,
as
'cause she
on
got a
my
lot of followers,
word,
man.
Yeah.
Let me tell
She
you,
lit.
this
Go
is
ahead.
my advice to everybody out here. Artists, and it's no shade to nobody. Stop selling products and start selling content and services.
There you go.
That's right.
Cut it out, man. You don't
Yeah.
constantly not making $800K a month.
Last time I checked, it was a 9.
Now, let me ask you this. What would happen if Casanet or Speed joined Fanbase?
First, okay, and I say this all the time. First thing I would do is give them equity in the company, a good amount of equity.
Okay.
Secondly, when we raise the capital that we raise, I would give them some of the money that helped raise the company to pay them. And they would probably take the app and probably make it $1 billion company in like 2 weeks.
For sure.
But they would own it. But I don't understand why nobody, that's why I understand how like all these young people like Kai, if y'all see what Kai's doing down there at OTE with the LBA.
Yeah, I saw that. When he started his own league.
But when you see the production value that's going into what he's doing, like they spending, he got bread. But my point is artists are in his direct purview that are right next to him, and they're not doing the same thing he's doing. And he's making way more money than they are. Yeah. But he's selling content. He's not selling shoes. He's not selling.
He's selling content.
He's selling content.
Okay.
And that is and AI is going to make photos useless in a second. And so content, IRL, in real life content, so the things that we don't know is going to happen. So podcasts, football games, basketball games, reality shows, those are all the things that are going to matter in the future because we can't predict those. We're going to be able to predict the photo that you took at the beach or you looking good in your outfit or whatever it is. So that's why I say start selling content because that's where the money is in the future.
Absolutely.
Now, do you think that, before we get up out of here, do you think that Casanet and these guys like Speed, these content creators, do you think they understand how powerful they are? Because the reason why I say that is because it's just like the conversation that you had. If I'm these guys, and I seen an interview that went viral where you were talking about like how all these platforms are pushing content creators' numbers down because they want you to spend the money to reach the people, right?
Yes.
Don't you think that some of these guys that have millions of followers on YouTube and Twitch, wouldn't you think that these guys will eventually start their own platform?
It's not. It's hard. So it's hard. So this is what I say about starting a platform and a social media platform. Black Planet was founded in 2000. It's 2024. I know there's people that have way more money than I do and way smarter than I am. So why has nobody done it in 24 years? It's really hard to build a social media platform. It's a skill and a talent and an energy that goes into building it. But you can still invest in one and own part of it and help scale it up. You can be a part of it. And that's the problem is that when I look at these, the white creators, when I look at Aiden Ross, he has equity in Kick.
He sure
when
does.
I look at Charlie D'Amelio, she joined Step and got equity in Step and helped them raise $300 million. You don't think they gave her some of that $300 million?
Of course.
That's my point. And so, but we want cash. We want the money up front. I'm like, if you can leverage your reach to get a platform to $1 billion valuation, you're going to get money from that, especially if you own equity in it. But again, Academics doesn't have equity in Rumble. Kai doesn't have equity in Twitch. My phone is open. Let's go. Like, that's my point. But that's my point because they can't stop because they're the ones that's driving the platform.
Okay. And that's kind of why I asked that question because I do know about the deals that Aiden Ross and the other content creators has. That's why I was wondering, like, why these guys like Casanet, I would assume that they would partner up with a company and say, hey, give me half of that or whatever, and let's work out a deal, and then I'm gonna drive all of my fan base to this company, and we can scale the evaluation.
Right.
And
we don't think like that.
Exactly.
There's so many of us that it's just we don't think like that.
I learned a lot just sitting here listening to you.
We don't.
Man, he is
very intelligent.
Listen, he is very intelligent.
For sure.
You look at any of his, conversations that he has on platforms, very informative. Especially when I saw the conversation that you had when you were talking about,
Oh, content suppression? Yeah, they do that all the time. Go look at anybody's page. You get your page. Go look at The Rock's page. Go look at Beyonce's page. Each of them have 300 million followers. Go look at their views, 14 million, 12 million. Because if they can reach 300 million people, that's 3 Super Bowls.
Exactly.
They charge $7 million for a minute spot on the Super Bowl. So Beyonce and The Rock could charge $21 million for a commercial on their page. And Instagram and Facebook know that. So there's no way they're letting you reach 21 million people. If you have 21 million followers on Fanbase, 300 million followers on Fanbase, we're letting you reach 300 million people. Because it's a rev share model. I don't care. I want you to reach 1 billion people. It doesn't matter to me. I want you to have all the visibility you want. I want to disrupt everything. I'm here to ruin the party for a lot of industries. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to piss people off. You're supposed to be like, man, this dude over here turn everybody into Netflix.
I mean, that's what made everything else big too. They pissed people off.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all moment.
Piss people off.
Newsflash to everybody that's listening and watching: the moment that they added video to social media, you became a television network.
Correct.
You're a network.
True.
You are all networks. So we're going to curate content. people can pay for that content that you don't think that they will, but they will. A percentage of those people will, and you can build a sustainable business off that. And the people that have followings like Beyonce, if Casanat's making $900 a month, what could Cardi make? What could The Rock make?
Wow.
No, for sure. And those are some of the biggest people who have the biggest following on social media.
But they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it on a platform like Fanbase. That's my point. They're gonna make billions. First of all, Casanat's gonna be a billionaire. I always said he's gonna be a billionaire. People gonna be looking like, how he become a billionaire so fast? Because he's selling content. He's not selling products.
He's selling content.
He's not trying to sell
and
food.
You can create that
alcohol,
just like this every day.
Because that's what I'm saying. You got to ship stuff somewhere. Content is right here on your phone. Hit a button
Every day, boom,
and it's delivered.
They're there.
And then the price of creating content is gonna go next to zero because of AI. I jumped into AI last week before the Investor-thon. I spent a whole week in AI. It's a wrap. I'll show you things.
Don't worry, part 2 coming soon.
Oh,
part 2 coming soon.
Yeah.
Part 2 coming soon. Okay. Appreciate you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell them how to follow you one more time.
At Isaac Hayes 3.
At one Tiffany Foxx with 2 X's.
Ball Alert Show.